like I haven't filmed a weekly vlog in weeks and I miss it. I love a weekly vlog. I do. I think they're like my all-time favorite videos to film and watch. So I'm very excited to bring you along for this week. As you would have just seen, I got up and did Pilates this morning. My all-time favorite way to start the week. I mean, to start basically any day. I'm loving it. I feel so good. I feel such a difference in my body. Just like, I think because there's so much stretching and mobility in Pilates, I just feel so loose. That sounds a bit odd, but I feel like it's the best way to describe it. I just feel so like my muscles feel good. I'm struggling to find the right word. The opposite of stiff. You know when you just feel a bit stiff and like your body just feels a bit like, feel the opposite to that. I'm not described that well at all, but I'm hoping you're getting what I'm putting down. And it was a really good class this morning. I think I went twice last week because I don't really, oh, the lighting's just gone all weird. I don't really know. I think I just had a bit of a weird second half of the week. And then I hurt my neck, which I said in my last video, but it's mostly all back to normal now. So I want to have a good week of Pilates this week. I'm thinking I'm going to aim to do about 4 classes, five if I'm feeling real good, but 4 and then a run maybe. And then Lang, G and I just went and did some work at cafe. Still going on my matcha. Honestly, I feel like I'm buzzing because I asked for it extra strong and they made it like extra strong this morning, and I actually feel like I was like buzzing. But yeah, Lang and I had our meeting, our weekly meeting, and then I just got a bunch of editing done. I am going to, before I head home, I'm going to go to the shops. I want to pick up a new SD card because I want to do this video and I want it to just be on a completely separate SD card so I don't get confused. And then I might slip and fall into Glassons. I saw this girl post a couple of basics that they've got that's new arrivals, and they're just the perfect winter basics. And also the weather has just taken a full turn. It feels like autumn right now. It's getting colder and I hate to say I'm kind of enjoying it. I think I'm just really enjoying the cozy weather. That's my Monday morning update. I've got a bit more editing to do because it's upload day. I've done like the rough cut of my video, but I still need to make the thumbnail, the intro, put the text and the music as well. I'm feeling really good about this week. I've been having like a little bit of off weeks recently, and that's not happening this week. And I want to talk a bit more about that later on. But this week we're having a good week. We're all going to collectively have a good week. Okay? I'm currently obsessed, as I feel like we all are, with Ariana Grande's new album, Eternal Sunshine. It's so good. I feel like my first listen I was like, yeah, they're pretty good. And then the more I've listened, the more I'm appreciating how good it is. This is a true story about a life. Oh, so you can reply just to know me. You got me misunderstood, but at least I look this good. Okay, let's go. Okay, back home. Thought I'd give you a haul of the things I picked up. They're just a lot of basics. A lot of wintry basics, a lot of long sleeves. So like these are all a bunch of things that I'll wear a lot through winter. Firstly, I actually got this in 2 colors because the fit of it was so nice. I think I filmed it. Just a plain gray. It's like a ribbed long sleeve, and the scoop neck was so flattering. And I also got the exact same in like a dark gray because I feel like that's quite nice as well. I've been really seeing people doing their color analysis on TikTok. I feel like you can tell from a certain extent. I do feel like generally more brighter colors suit me. Like I find when I wear beige, some types of gray, specifically like beige, and yeah, some sort of grays wash me out a little bit. I feel like this very bright gray is fine, probably because it's just like more so white. But speaking of colors that I feel like look really flattering on me, is this like burgundy red. I feel like really complements my skin. Like, can you see a difference? I feel like in some of the videos I'm seeing, you can literally see such a big difference when people hold up 2 different colors in their face. Okay, ready? Take a good look. Ready? Whoa! I actually feel like that changed. Okay, we're getting real close and personal. Gray. Whoa! I'm not sure if I'm seeing things on the camera, but I actually feel like there's a huge difference. Wait, let's try this. Dark gray. Maybe that's one of my colors because I feel like that's kind of similar to this. Interesting, so maybe this isn't my color. 3 just staple long sleeves. These are all from Glassons. Picked up this little baby tee. I saw another girl post this on TikTok saying this is like the perfect little mini tee. It's like the perfect length, semi like mid-waisted jeans and shorts, which is what I'm really loving wearing recently. It's just like the perfect shape and the perfect fit. It feels really nice quality as well. So just a little basic again. And then I picked these up from Cotton On. Don't they just look like the most comfortable pants ever? I did have a pair of these. I think they were quite similar from Cotton On a few years ago, and I lived in them, but then they kind of just got a bit too worn. I think got a hole in them or something, so I chucked them out. But I thought these would just be so comfortable for chilling around the house, especially in this kind of cooler weather. Imagine being like freshly showered, skincare is done, it's a rainy evening, and you chuck this on. So comfy. Wow, I'm kind of shocked at the color analysis. Is this one of my colors? I feel like maybe it is. The lighting like changes. That's crazy. Wow, like when I pull that up, I feel like I can really see a difference. I'm not sure if I'm seeing things. But yeah, again, just some staple things that I feel like I'll wear on repeat in the colder months. It's always crazy to me that us in Australia and like the lower hemisphere of the world are always just complete opposite to everyone else. Like I feel like the majority of the population is like, oh my gosh, summer, I can't wait for the warm weather. And we're like, have just had months and months of summer. So now we're like, oh, I can't wait for the cold and like the coziness. But tell me why I always get a little bit of FOMO of whatever we don't have. Like in summer, I see other countries getting all cozy. And I'm like, oh, like I do miss that. And then as soon as we're all cozy, and then I see the rest of the world in summer, I'm like, oh, I can't wait for summer. The grass is always greener. Anyway, I, as I said, have quite a bit of editing to do today, so I'm just going to set myself up. I kind of want to make myself a coffee. It's definitely like a warm coffee weather, so I think I might make myself a coffee, sit down and try and just get a few hours of work done. That's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna make a coffee and then sit down and then edit. Also, you were sitting on them, but if you haven't seen my most recent video before this one, I made hot cross buns over the weekend. I'm actually... they're so good. These are the plain ones. I made half plain and half Biscoff filled ones. The Biscoff ones went very quickly because they were so incredibly good. And the girls and I have our annual Easter brunch on Thursday, I believe. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna make another batch of the Biscoff ones because they were just so good. Maybe Nutella ones as well, because I feel like it's kind of like you can put whatever you want in the center. Chocolate, Nutella, Biscoff, like the world is your oyster. I might heat myself one of these up with a little coffee. I feel like that's a nice little snack. Anyway, clearly I'm in a talkative mood today. I'm so sorry. I'm really just been like, hi, welcome back. Here's so many thoughts. That's all. Non-stop raining for like 4 or 5 days now, and part of me is really enjoying it and I'm not really sure why. I think I'm slowly getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I'd love some sun, but I am really just enjoying the coziness. Also, look at my new tumbler. Isn't she actually just the cutest? You know as well when you get a new water bottle or tumbler or something and you just want to drink so much more water because you're so excited about it? That's how I feel with this tumbler. I might... Whoa, is that a bit better lighting? I just feel like it's so dark in here. I've honestly had a pretty great day today. Did not start off well at all. I slept awfully because of my neck. My SD card just ran out of space because I never clear it. But what was I saying? If you saw my previous vlog, the little weekend, spend a weekend with me, I mentioned that I've done something to my neck. I'm honestly not sure what I've done, but it's so painful and I thought it was getting better. Like it happened last Friday, but I just kind of like slept on it funny Thursday night. And then Friday morning, I like felt like I slept funny, but you know when you feel like you've slept funny, but it's like nothing serious. It usually goes away pretty quickly. When I was like moving it, something happened. I don't know if it like twinged or if it's strained or something, or like if I've hit a nerve or something. But sleeping, which aggravates it. I woke up at like 2 a.m. It was so sore. I like couldn't move my neck without it hurting so much. And I think me moving around in my sleep is what woke me up because it hurt so much. And then I just laid awake, not being able to get comfortable for like 2 or 3 hours. So I really don't know what I've done. So the day didn't start off at the best start. I didn't go to Pilates, which I'm sad about, but I wanted to catch up with my sleep. So I ended up sleeping in a bit, and then I met Gia. You've obviously already seen this in the montage, but yeah, I worked at a cafe for a few hours, just like get out of the house, work with no distractions. And then I also got my nails done. This lighting makes them look kind of strange, but they're just like you saw them in natural lighting, but they're just like a nice red. I feel like myself when I have red nails. I don't really know why. So that made me feel very good getting those done. Then I went to the shops and picked up a few things. I picked up a new pillow actually, which is still in my car because I couldn't carry it up from the garage because I had a few things. Got a new like memory foam pillow, which I think are incredibly uncomfortable to sleep on. However, if it's going to help my neck, I'm willing to give it a go. So I bought one of the memory foam pillows that kind of like does that. I need to give you a book haul as well because I went a bit rogue. I just felt like buying books today. I've always got a list of books that I want to buy, and I just thought, you know what, today I'm gonna buy some. I just felt like I needed it today. It's also just like the perfect book shopping weather, like cozy, rainy, dark. What more could you want? I also, when I couldn't sleep last night, picked up book club book because we have book club tomorrow. This is this month's book. I'm 77% through and have an hour and 19 minutes left. I'll definitely finish that tonight. Sometimes I'm literally finishing book club book on book club day and I'm not doing that this month. I mean, I've cut it fine with the day before, but yeah, I've just been really working on my computer since I got home. I'm kind of considering going and getting a tan for no reason in particular, just because I feel like I want to. I am very much about sunless, safe tanning, and so I love just going and getting myself a little tan just whenever, if I have some sort of event or just some weeks where I just kind of want to. Okay, I'm gonna say something and then I'm going to like backtrack because I feel like it like could sound wrong or could come across kind of wrong. But this week I really wanted to do little things to get me out of my uglies. Now, when I say out of my uglies, I just mean like it's more of a mindset. You know how I truly am a strong believer in hot is a mindset and ugly is a mindset. And I recently feel like my mindset has been ugly. And so this week I'm going to do a few things physically and mentally to kind of get me out of my uglies, because I think they do play hand in hand for some things. Even just like, I feel like I wasn't putting effort into myself for the past couple weeks. Like, not that you have to, you know, do your hair and wear makeup and put on a nice outfit, but I was just kind of like slicking my hair back every single day. My skin was kind of playing up, but I wasn't wearing makeup, so that was kind of making me feel a bit just gross in myself and not wanting to put myself out there and like put my best foot forward. I really think there's merit to, if you feel good within yourself, you're going to have a good week. You're going to be more positive in every single situation you walk into. And I do think for me, this obviously could be different for everyone, but I do think for me, putting effort into myself in kind of like a self-care way really makes me feel better and makes me have such a better week and just makes me like more confident in myself. And yeah, I feel like when I'm more confident, I'm a better person, I'm more productive. I feel like I'm filling my own cup so I can then kind of pour into others. So yeah, when I say this week I wanted to get out of my uglies, it's just kind of like a term that I use when I'm just like not feeling myself and like not feeling good, you know, just like little things. So I'm thinking I'm going to, there's like this place that's completely, what's the word, it's just started raining again as well, sorry if that's annoying, but I feel like it could be relaxing to hear in the background. It's like a completely, what's the word I'm looking for, like there's, use your phone to like scan in, contactless, it's like a contactless tanning place, and you just like create a membership on this app and then you hold it by the door and the door just like opens and you just go in and then you just go in and get yourself a tan. So I'm kind of considering, I've actually never been to this specific one. I've gone to similar places in the past, but then I heard about this one and I thought it sounded amazing. I'm like not having to speak to anyone, like that's obviously the ideal scenario. Obviously it's a very unimportant thing to do, but sometimes it's the little unimportant things that just make you feel the best. I also have some hot cross bun dough rising in the fridge right now. So I'm making some more of my Biscoff hot cross buns for our girls' Easter brunch tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm thinking while the dough's in the fridge rising, I could go and get a tan. The salon is like right down the road from me and you're supposed to be in and out in like 5-10 minutes, so it won't take me long. So I think I'm gonna go do it. I think it's just gonna help this week. And if I don't sleep well because of my neck that I injured whilst literally sleeping, like how have I done that? Is this what being the ripe old age of 24 is like? Amazing. If I'm not sleeping because of my neck, maybe the tan will make me feel better. I know it's so silly, I know, but not that I actually could right now because it's pouring down with rain and so dark every single day, but it's better than damaging your skin lying in the sun for hours. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and go. I'm all done. That was so easy. This is the tanning booth and you just walk in, you just do like front, side, back, and then you're done. I also brought my tanning pajamas. These are so comfortable. This is how I'm about to walk out.
You know, there's lots of food. Okay.
Gosh, I look so tan. I haven't looked at myself, but look how good they look. Crosses have worked so much better this time. Wow, they look so much better. So I made all of those Biscoff and then I made 2 Nutella ones as well, just to test them out. I also have Gilmore Girls on, of course. Really riveting content you're getting from me this week. But this is the pillow that I got today. Thought I'd unbox it with you because it's just such an exciting thing happening in my life. It doesn't feel too hard. Some of them are like rock hard, which I think are like probably the best for you, but I just actually think I wouldn't sleep on the rock hard ones. It doesn't feel honestly too bad. I really hope this works. Like I just want to be able to fall asleep and just wake up to my alarm in the morning. I think it's like a bit bigger than an average pillow. Silk pillowcase is on. It feels comfortable. Honestly, like I'm scared to fully lie down because it just hurts so much and I feel like you don't realize how much you use your neck to even just move around in your sleep. Every single time you turn your head, you're like using your neck muscles, which makes sense, but you just never think about them, obviously, because they don't hurt normally. It's like when you have a cold, you're like, oh my gosh, I will never take for granted being able to breathe through my nose. I feel like this is the same situation. If you don't have neck pain at the moment, be grateful, because it's just one of those things that you don't realize how good you've got it until it's gone. I'm gonna wash my face. I think I'm gonna sleep in the tan. It said that you could just leave it on for 2 hours, which it has been, but I kind of want to leave it on all night. If it's like completely dry, like I don't feel like I have a tan on, I'm just gonna sleep in it and see what happens. I'm also going to read book club book. I am 84%, and it says I've got 54 minutes left, so I'll definitely finish that tonight. I listened to like half of this book on Spotify, and then I've been reading the second half of it, and I feel like I feel so differently about this book reading it myself rather than listening to it. This is my thing with audiobooks. I love them and I want to love them because they're so handy, but the voice actors just completely ruin characters for me, and I just feel like every single character in this book, when it's read by the voice actor, just annoys me so much. And I don't want to be annoyed. And so when I was listening purely to the audiobook, I was like, I'm not loving this book at all. I can't get into it. But as soon as I started reading it myself, I'm enjoying it so much more. I'm very intrigued to see what happens in the ending, because obviously I'm pretty sure this is classed as like a cozy thriller, cozy mystery. So it's kind of about like someone gets murdered and like trying to figure out certain things, but it's not done in a way that's like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared or I'm freaked out. It's done in like, yeah, I suppose just like more of a chill, cozy way. It's very intrigued to see how it ends. Like I'm like, surely something crazy is about to happen. I don't know, like surely it has to, because all of the secrets have to kind of like come out. Anyway, I'm gonna finish it tonight, and then we have book club tomorrow, so you'll hear my thoughts and all of the girls' thoughts tomorrow, which I'm very excited. It's always so hard to not talk to each other about all of our thoughts on the book, because we're obviously all reading at the same time, and it's the best thing ever when you're all reading a book to chat about what you're reading and your thoughts and everything, but we obviously can't because we save it all for book club day. So I'm very excited to hear everyone's thoughts. The hot cross buns are all ready. I'm going to set my alarm for about 6ish, and then G's picking us up at 7, but I want enough time to kind of like get ready and not feel super rushed, so I'm going to set my alarm for 6, I think. But yeah, I'm going to wash my face, get into bed, finish this, and then hopefully have a great sleep on my new pillow. My neck's not going to wake me up, and it's all going to be good. Good morning. I'm currently balancing on my skincare stand, and it's definitely not steady at all, so I'm going to see how long that lasts. Just had a shower and washed my tan off. I feel like it's, I don't know, I feel like it's a really nice colour. It doesn't look crazy pretty. It's like a nice like deep tan. The pillow wasn't actually as uncomfortable as I thought. It's more so my neck. Like I feel like if my neck was fine, I would have been fine on it. And my neck's definitely like, it's just sleeping. I don't understand, like why? Anyway, I didn't have the best sleep. I definitely feel like I was awake for a lot of the night. But also, you know when you're kind of not sure, okay, I did just eat that. You know when you kind of like don't really know if you slept well or not? Like I don't actually know how much sleep I did get. But yeah, just had a shower, washed my face. This is my every single morning skincare routine. Go on with a toner to kind of like wet my face. And then if you've been here for a while, you know this godsend of a product, Heater Skin Mochi Skin Serum. It's hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and onsen water. Actually, when I was moving, I found 3 completely empty bottles of this. It just goes to show how many bottles I've gone through. I've used the product for well over 2 years now, I want to say, and depending if my skin is having a good week or a bad week, this just always makes my skin feel, I mean, it's in the name, like mochi. Super bouncy, super hydrated, glowy. All of my acne is always my cheeks, which is a whole other thing that I'm trying to figure out. I feel like I very much attribute this to never getting the kind of like bumpy texture left over from acne, and I think that's very much dedicated to both the hyaluronic acid and the niacinamide. It's also got aloe vera extract in it, which is obviously very good for redness. Like we'll put that on our sunburn. Obviously it's gonna be good for redness on our face as well. And I'm just moisturizing. I actually just like will die on this hill. This product is just like the best skincare product. So I'm always so happy to work with Heater Skin. Also always have the same discount code for Heater Skin, which is just Sophie 10, and that'll get you 10% off the whole website for all of their products. Make sure to link their website below if you want to check out any of the serums or the exfoliator. But I'm gonna get changed. It's like 6:15. My alarm went off and I was already lying there awake, so I'm not sure what time I woke up. I'm not feeling too bad right now, tired wise, but we'll see how the day goes. But yeah, I've got about 30 minutes to get ready. I have no idea what I'm wearing. Not that it matters. I also washed my bangs because they were like getting a bit oily and I wanted to like freshly style them, and so I didn't have to wash all of my hair. Anyway, I need to stop talking because I need to get ready. That's my skincare every single morning for years, and I love it. It's tried and true and it'll never fail me. Anyway, I need to get ready. Oh, it's crispy. That is right Yum. In the middle. Oh, good.
Yum. Dry
hard up.
Yeah. Like, you're a criminal,
Like,
babe.
dare I say, on purpose.
I'm gonna break it down.
Yeah.
I did want to know what happened. Like, I did want to keep going back to understand what happened. I'm not sure if it's because I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Got to that whole bit where they were like, I was dissatisfied. Then you just got lucky that there's all these, that she decided, oh, I didn't close the garage door, blah, blah, blah. Nothing to back it up.
No.
Yeah. Book coming out with the same plot line.
Yeah.
And it's just like, really? No one's reading that being like, this sounds like the guy that's gone missing. Like, he was so unnecessary in this book.
I really thought he was going to tie something.
So did I, and
he just didn't.
Did absolutely nothing. No, but then I just didn't understand the whole point of her involvement in every, like, towards the, I was just like, so I don't get it.
Finley was 1,000,000 times worse.
I agree.
Were you trying to, like, throw people? I have other books that I
That's
would
what
way
I
rather
agree,
read
yes.
instead of the next one of this.
Like, I didn't read it being like, oh, I need to. I felt like it dragged, which was interesting for such a short book, but I think it was because we got so much information that just felt a bit like, why are we getting all of this? And it just felt really random to me. I feel like random's the best way to describe this book. 70% I feel like I was like intrigued. You know, as soon as you like get the ick for the main character, you're just kind of like, I'm giving it 2.5. The book being literally the storyline to this mystery that everyone is trying to figure out. It's like, it's right in front of you. She's freaking out. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Other than Nick being like,
There were so many times that she should have been caught in that.
Yeah. So many.
She would raise them better than you are.
Yes.
Oh, by chance, she got lucky.
Yeah.
It just didn't.
I was like, what out if I go to book club? I'm like, guys, I didn't like it. And you're all like, oh my gosh, I loved
the
it.
plot holes for me were
I'm
just
so
like,
glad
You weren't liking it. Just from
yeah, I knew you weren't like,
Sorry.
oh,
But like,
it was fine.
You're lucky it was quick.
short read.
Yeah, did it
Good
in a
palette
day.
cleanser, I feel.
I'm excited.
So this is the blind date with a book I bought in Sydney. I've been like really itching to pick it up, and I was just like, oh well, none of us have read it. Sounds good to me. So like,
Can you read us the blurb?
there's nothing on the back, but it says a gorgeously twisted modern fairy tale that shimmers with magic and mystery, thrilling, irresistible, and unforgettable. 3 girls, fantasy,
Witchy.
yeah, witchy. I think it is queer.
Whenever I'm in a bookstore, I see it and I'm like, I want to pick it up.
Just like look intriguing.
Yeah.
Alex believes in magic because the alternative is too painful to consider. That her murdered sister is gone forever and there is nothing she can do about it.
Finley, get to it. I'll look at her.
Like, it's not a lot of words. 380.
Oh.
390.
Wow, it looks so much bigger.
The chapters might kind of look short.
I
Or
love
maybe
short
not.
chapters.
No, maybe not.
Oh, the cover is so cool.
And it's
a
like
great
a new
spine.
release. I also haven't heard anyone talk about it, which is so fun.
Yeah, I kind of just want to go on with like no expectations.
Oh my gosh,
Like
the
I'm so
text
busy
is
with it.
hate to say it. I don't hate to say it. I'm happy to say it. I feel like a different woman after getting my tan. I'm also wearing some new activewear. Look how stunning this top is. But I will say I don't think for me personally it's a working out top, or specifically maybe strength training, but specifically like anything where you're kind of like leaning over a lot. No, not good. I know I'm going to have to cut out so much of the footage that I took at Pilates this morning because this top was just... I had a stressful morning only because of myself. I woke up at around 6:30 just naturally, and then I was still feeling a little tired. I was like, I'm going to try and get a bit more sleep because my alarm's not set for 7:45, so I rolled over, went back to sleep. Alarm went off at 7:45 and I turned it off and I was like, okay, I'm going to get up. Next thing I know, I'm waking up at 8:13 and I should have left around like 8:10 to get to my Pilates class, and like with enough time, you know, to like get a park, walk in. I don't think I've ever moved that quick in my entire life. From the moment of waking up and seeing 8:13, I was fully dressed and heading out the door at 8:16. That's 3 minutes. I was driving and I was like, I was asleep 4 minutes ago. Long story short, that's why I didn't change my top. I just like picked the first one that I could see and just chucked it on. And then it was when I was in the car, I was like, this probably wasn't the best option, but it's so beautiful. And I feel like it's the perfect like walking top, maybe yeah, string training top. Anyway, that was a long story that didn't really need to be told. But it is Saturday. As you were seeing, went to Pilates this morning and then went and got a mattress, went for a walk, which was really nice. Did brave the shops. It's Easter long weekend this weekend, so the shops were crazy, but I needed to get a couple of things. And growing up, it was always a tradition that my mum did every Easter. And I always talk about wanting to continue that tradition when we have kids. Every Easter morning, I would wake up and there would be some sort of Easter chocolate, whether that was like a big bunny or a big egg or something. New pajamas for like the colder season, so usually like kind of autumn, winter pajamas, and a new book every single year. That's what I would get, and I loved it. This year, I kind of just decided I wanted to start it now for Sam. So Sam was so much quicker than I thought he was going to be. He just literally came home whilst I was about to show you. That was so stressful. My heart was racing. I just told him to go into another room while I show you though. I didn't buy him a book because I wasn't super sure on what book he'd want. He's not a huge reader, but I got him this cherry ripe egg because he loves cherry ripe, and PJ shorts because he doesn't really wear like full sets of pajamas. All these were cute and kind of like Easter themed. Thought it'd be fun to just actually start the tradition. I'm awful. As soon as I've got a present, I just want to give it to someone. I hate waiting. Like I just want them to have it. I'm gonna hide it in the cupboard and hopefully he doesn't find them. Anyway, I'm currently just making some more hot cross buns. So we've got Sam's family coming over to spend Easter Sunday with us. Sam requested that I make some more, and I'm honestly not mad about it at all because one, I love doing it, and two, since we ran out, I've been like actually missing having them. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about living, laughing, and loving. So, oh, actually I'm bored. Bye. Oh, hi girlies. I have my remnants of my teacup, a half drinking coffee. Also, look how beautiful this bunch of flowers Sam bought me for Easter are. It's so beautiful. These have bent a little bit. I have just had them on the coffee table. It could be a little bit distracting for this clip though. Oh, I don't know what kind of mood I'm in today, but I'm in some sort of mood. Happy Easter. Obviously you're watching this once Easter is over. I just finished my hot cross bun and tea for breakfast and it was perfect. I'm actually going to miss having hot cross buns for breakfast every day a lot. Also, I was talking about this to Rach this morning. She said it to me and I'm genuinely perplexed, and I feel like I need to ask all of you because I know that a lot of you are from around the world. Do you have hot cross buns where you live? Because I've never thought about the fact that I feel like I've never seen, I feel like people in the US specifically, I feel like I've never seen any of you eat a hot cross bun before. And then I'm trying to think like anyone in the UK that I follow, like do you have hot cross buns? Just never really thought about it before, and like hot cross buns are just such a huge part of Easter here. And I'm trying to think, have I ever seen anyone that I follow at least have them for Easter? I'm questioning everything. Anyway, yeah, I want to give you a book haul. Actually, that's what I'm going to do right this very second, and then I'm going to give you a book update of the book I'm reading right now because, dare I say, it's giving 5-star energy for me. Which is a big call, I know. Just ordering myself some Uber Eats. Okay, this is my book haul. Really just let myself run rampant in the bookstore. These are all ones that I've had on my list for a while, and I just decided this week was the week to buy all of them. First book I picked up was Shatter Me, which I've heard a lot about. I know that it's like a very, very popular series, and every single time I see it, I'm like, I know I want to read this because it seems like a series that I'm just going to be obsessed with and like binge through. Decided to finally pick it up, and I'm so excited for when I feel like it'll be a good kind of like when I'm just wanting something quick, kind of easy but fun and not like a normal romance. I'll pick it up. I actually have no idea what the series is about, but that's exactly how I like to go into a series. I think is it a 3-book series? I think so, yeah. Shatter Me, Unravel Me, and Ignite Me. Okay. I think it's a 3-book series, so that's a fun little series to get into. The next book I bought was very much influenced by Rach. She loves this series. It's the Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and I thought, one, this weather is just the perfect time to read a book like this. Look how beautiful the cover is as well. I feel like this is just going to be one of those reads that's just like so cozy and comforting. I'm very excited to pick that up. And next, changing genres, is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which is again a very popular book. I've read 5 Survive, which is also by this author, and I didn't love 5 Survive, but I've heard so many people say that they love this book. A taut, compulsively readable, elegantly plotted thriller. So I feel like this will be good when I just want to like fly through a book. It'll be a good break between like fantasy and romances and stuff. Another book I'm very excited to pick up. Next we have If Only I Had... Is this the second one? Oh my gosh, it is. I mean, that's fine. I plan to read both of them anyway. This is the second one. I can't believe I've done that. In the series, the first book is called If He Had Been With Me, and this one's called If Only I Had Told Her. Apparently, specifically the first book I've heard more so about is a book that's just going to completely break your heart. And I thought, why not do that to myself? So I thought I will just pick this up when I need a good cry. Obviously, the first one first. Next, I picked up The Serpent well, The Serpent and the Wings of the Night, which is a fantasy series. I can't remember how many books is in this series. I was watching Steph Bowles' vlog the other day, and she, I think, had just read this and was saying how good it was, so I had to pick it up, and I just thought it's another fantasy series. Why not dive into another one? I am yet to read The Tandem. I'm kind of like a bit scared. That's why I'm putting it off. If any of you have read it, please give me some words of encouragement. But I'm up to the Tandem read in Throne of Glass, and I'm just like a bit scared because there's just like two. Scared's a very obviously dramatic way to say it, but I'm just like a bit hesitant because it's obviously just two huge books and you're reading them side by side, and I just feel like it's going to take me so long. But that's the only other fantasy series I'm like in the middle of, so I thought I'd pick up another book whenever I'm feeling like I want to dive into another one. And then this book I actually got yesterday. This is the book club book that George picked for us for April, the Invocations, which we obviously read a bit about at book club. I love the cover of this one as well, so I'm very excited to start this. I'll probably start this over the next few days. But those are all the books I picked up. I need to start a shelf that's completely just for books that I haven't read yet, and I'm thinking it should be this one. Place them there for now. And then, oh my gosh, I just only realised that he fell over. The bookshelf is coming along quite nicely. I'm having so much fun doing it slowly. It just kind of feels like a little house project that's always kind of going. It's very satisfying, I think, seeing it slowly fill up. I do also have kind of like an extender that came with it when I bought it. So as soon as I filled the whole shelf, I can add a whole nother shelf up there. I wonder how long it will take me to completely fill up. I've ordered Uber Eats and it's on its way. That's very exciting. I need to stop myself because I'm getting way too comfortable with ordering food, but this weather is just making me constantly crave pho. And of course I could make it myself, but ordering it's so much more convenient. So I have just been ordering it for myself way too much this week. But the book that I'm reading currently is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I've not actually read any of her other books before, and this is her first fantasy book, but she's got heaps of other popular ones like The Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain, Love Theoretically, Check and Mate, a lot of books that I have on my TBR but haven't gotten around to yet. But this book just sounded really just the perfect book for right now. I didn't want a whole nother series to jump into. I didn't want another romance after Girl Abroad or another mystery thriller after book club book. So I thought this would be the perfect one to pick up. And I'm actually really enjoying it. I really didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I am. Up to page 194, so I think that's about halfway. It's like under 400 page book. And I'm finding myself kind of thinking about when I'm not reading it, and all I want to do as soon as I get a spare second is read it. It's kind of giving me 5-star energy, which is very rare recently. I feel like I haven't had many 5 stars recently, so I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. But I wanted to, as a little Easter Sunday activity, do my Easter brunch page for book club. The girls and I took a couple of Polaroids, which I think are very cute. I've got this little bunny that Rach put in our little baskets, and then she also gave us all stickers, and she got me cherry stickers, which are just so perfect. And then there's some lace ribbon, so I thought that'd be cute to add in. And then I also kept some leftover Easter chocolate wrappers, if that kind of would look cute. I'm not sure, but yeah, I just thought I might pop on some Gilmore Girls or something, or just chat to you whilst I do some scrapbooking. I haven't scrapbooked much in the last week or two, and I miss it. It's really my chill time before my lunch arrives. I also got my period this morning, so I feel like, oh wow, got some spare nappuccino if I need it. I'm not feeling like awful, but I just feel a bit, I don't know, I always feel like the first day of my period I feel a little just kind of like hermity. Like I don't really want to do much. I don't really want to leave the house. I just kind of want to take it slow and relax. So it's perfect that it's come on a Sunday where I can very much do that. How am I going to do this? I'm also kind of out of glue, but I think I can make it work. Also, the washing machine is on. I have shut the door to the laundry, but you can kind of hear that, so sorry about that. I'm going to start by, oh my gosh, there's literally basically no glue left. I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to start by sticking down the Polaroids because they're the main event, let's be honest. Should go out and get some more glue, but I really just can't be bothered. Did I say this already? I'm not sure, but I feel so great after getting my tan. I always forget just how good it makes me feel being tan, so being able to do that safely and so quickly, I highly recommend. And this week I know I said this at the beginning of the week, I really do feel like I've gotten out of my ugly mindset this week, which is obviously amazing and what we wanted, just by doing little things, more superficial things like getting my nails done and getting a tan, putting some effort into my hair and makeup, but also just like on the mental side of moving my body most days, eating well, seeing friends, getting off technology, like spending time reading. I feel like those kind of more so help with the mind element of it. I really couldn't recommend more. I know it might sound so stupid, but I think there's merit to it. I really do. Look, this definitely could have been done a whole lot better. Oh, where do I put the bunny? Do I put it in the middle? Yeah, that's, oh, do I put it there? No. No. Okay, I'm gonna put it at the bottom. Stop. This is so cute. I actually love Easter so much. Like I think it's not an underrated holiday, but I have pretty similar feelings towards Easter and Christmas, and I love Christmas. Christmas is the best time of the year, so that's saying a lot. I feel like it needs a title. I'm not very good at titles. I just feel like I don't have the neatest or nicest titles, but as I've said multiple times with scrapbooking, it's just for fun and it doesn't need to be perfect. What are some other titles? Oh, I also did a wedding inspiration kind of mood board, just like things that I'm currently feeling towards the wedding page, because I thought that'd be so fun to look back on. Even if this is like not the vibe that we end up going with, I thought it would be fun to kind of see how it kind of progressed, or if this is the exact vibe that we end up going for. But it'll be fun to kind of look back. So I just printed off a bunch of photos from my Pinterest board and I had a lot of fun doing that. What are some other titles I've done? Look, I'm just not very good at titles, am I? This was definitely the best one I did, and that's not even very good. The cutout letters were fun. Maybe I'll just stick down some cherries. That feels easier. Stop, they're so cute. Look at that. And I don't want written Easter bunch up there, and then I'm gonna stick this cute little checkered ribbon there, and then I think I'll write about the day on that side. Fun! I just love scrapbooking. My lunch is here. I'm so excited. All day I've had the song, what's it called? It's by Choice of Fun. It's in Anyone But You. It's like the dancing scene on the boat, and I just had it stuck in my head all day. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Got noodles, chicken, and spring onion, and then the broth in here. Oh my gosh, that was scary. It actually just smells so good in this weather. I don't want to be eating anything else. Something I've also been doing, which is just like a little extra of me, but it's so good. I add like a scoop of bone broth in. The bone broth I have is the miso ramen. So it kind of makes it like chicken miso noodle soup, and it's so yummy. I'm just really into this at the moment. It's like warming and just like a warm hug in a bowl. It's a bit well later, you can probably tell by the darkness. Finished some lunch, I did my scrapbooking, and then I've just been reading for ages. But this is the finished Easter page. I love her. I think she's very cutie. Polaroids make it really fun. I want to start taking more photos. I actually thought the other day, I took so many rolls of film whilst we were in Europe last year, and then I've kind of just like continued taking a few over the last, how long have we been back for? Like kind of almost a year. And I just haven't got any of them developed. It's so silly. If anyone does have actually any like good film developing companies, Gold Coast based, so it's not too far, that you've gotten film developed before and recommend, I would love to know. I feel like that's gonna be so fun to go through all of the film. So many photos that I probably don't even remember taking. And film is just so special. Like it just makes every single photo feel more special, I feel. I'm gonna stay. Got you balancing on 2 pillows. I got sucked into an Instagram ad. To be fair, this brand Homey, it's one of those brands I'm always kind of like looking on the website. I fill a card up and then I don't actually check out because it's just kind of on the more expensive side, but they were having a 60% off. I'm pretty sure it was either site-wide or just on a lot of things, and so I clicked on it, of course, because I got an ad, and I bought a few things. It's a massive box purely because I mean they're all just kind of like big things. It's basically just like a homey that makes a lot of sense, like a home brand. They sell cute pillows and towels. I've been wanting to just add a bit more color into the apartment. I want to get some prints and just kind of like, oh yeah, add a bit more colour. So I got a couple of pillows. I'm not sure if I want to put these on the couch because I feel like it could kind of look good on the green couch. I feel like it looks bright red on camera, but it's kind of like a burnt orangey kind of vibe. Which yeah, I think I kind of want to put on the couch. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put on the bed or the couch. Is it just, oh, never mind. That's quite fun. They're like a boucle kind of material. I'm not sure if you can see that. I really like that. Okay, now for the second one. Okay, they're quite fun, right? And then this is one of the things I've had in my cart for so long and never checked it out, but yeah, it was like 50 or 60% off. It's a beach towel. Isn't that so fun? Red and blue stripes. It's also huge. I thought that's just kind of fun. I don't have many beach towels, so I think that's a bit of a fun one. And then for the home again, I got some towels. These, I love the Homey that's up there. But yeah, these are face towels. I'm very particular about what I put on my face because I do get acne and pimples. So I always like to have fresh towels, pillowcases. And so having these as like purely face towels are very handy because I can kind of just like use each side and then quickly chuck them in a quick wash. And then I also got the matching actual towels to go alongside with them, which I feel like bath towels are just something you just don't really, oh they're huge as well, ever really purchase. Like you do, like they're kind of things that you continue using for years and you're like, oh they're kind of like not very soft anymore, and I feel like we've been due for a bath towel stock up for a while. I feel like we haven't really bought any new towels since we first moved out together in like 2019. And yeah, I feel like even just things like this in the bathroom will kind of brighten up the house in general. So I just thought this pink is so fun. I want to put these on the couch.
Oh, they're nice.
Do you like?
Yeah, nice contrast to the green.
Yeah, I thought so. Just kind of adds a pop of colour, the flowers as well. I'll move these. Yeah, I like that. Now it's just what do I do with this huge, massive box? That's one thing about living in an apartment building that I did forget. What on earth do I do with big boxes? I'll break it down and then add it to our pile. We do have recycling in the garage, but it's just something I put off and then the pile builds, you know? Anyway, it is Sunday evening. I'm going to end this weekly vlog off here. I really hope you've enjoyed coming along for the week. I feel like we got up to a decent amount this week, so I hope it was somewhat entertaining to watch. Sam's just starting dinner, which is amazing. But I love you all very much, and I will see you next week.